Controversies in Bollywood are going hand in hand right from many decades. So here we are enlisting 25 movies which got into controversies at the time of their release. We have purposely not mentioned the movies which got into controversy because of steamy scenes, but we have included movies which faced fire because of various other reasons. Before that, please do subscribe us and press the bell icon for further notifications. At number 1, we have Andhi, released in 1975. Starring late Mr. Sanjeev Kumar and Suchitra Sen and directed by the great Gulzar Saab, Andhi is a political movie based on the life of Indira Gandhi. It was banned when Indira Gandhi was in power. However, later BJP came into power and lifted the ban from the movie. It was also aired on Doordarshan. At number 2, we have Bandit Queen, released in 1996. Based on the life of Phulan Devi, this movie directed by Shekhar Kapoor is one of the most controversial movies of Bollywood. It starred lead actress Seema Biswas. Although Phulan Devi is a heroine in the film, she fiercely disputed the accuracy and fought to get it banned in India. She even threatened to immolate herself outside a theatre if the film was not withdrawn, and it was real trouble for directors. At number 3, we have Fire, released in 1996. Reason for this Shabana Azmi and Nandita Das starrer movie to get into trouble was lesbianism. Members of Shiv Sena and Bajrang Dal protested against the theme of the movie. At the time of release, more than 200 Shiv Sainiks stormed a Cinemax theatre in suburban Goregaon in Mumbai, smashing glass panes, burning posters and shouting slogans. On another day, a Regal theatre in Delhi was similarly stormed. Meena Kulkarni, one of the Delhi protesters, explained the reason behind their actions, saying, "If women's physical needs get fulfilled through lesbian acts, the institution of marriage will collapse. Reproduction of human beings will stop." I guess the population of our country today has proved her wrong. At number 4, we have Black Friday, released in 2004. Starring K.K. Menon and a talented ensemble cast, Black Friday was directed by Anurag Kashyap. This movie is based on the Mumbai bomb blast of 1993. The verdict of that case was still in the court, and it was said that the movie would influence the decision, which is why the movie was banned for 2 years. At number 5, we have Qissa Kursi Ka, released in 1979. Starring Shabana Azmi and Utpal Dutt, this is a spoof movie on Sanjay Gandhi. During the emergency, it was banned by the Indian government when it released. It was made sure that all prints of the movie were confiscated. If you guys have missed out on this one, we highly recommend you to go ahead and watch it. At number 6, we have Panch, which was supposed to be released in 2003. Anurag Kashyap's movie is loosely based on a 1976-77 Joshi Abhyankar serial murder case and was in controversy because it never made to the theatres. The censor board made various cuts to this movie, after which it was passed, but could never be seen until a preview copy was leaked online. It starred K.K. Menon, Tejaswini Kolhapuri and many other actors. At number 7, we have Water, released in 2007. Directed by Deepa Mehta and starring John Abraham and Lisa Ray, this movie showcases the difficult and simple lives of widows in ashrams. It spread light on the topics of misogyny and ostracism. It hurt the feelings of Hindus, which led to burning of posters of this movie on the ghats. Activist Arun Pathak also organized a suicide protest to stop the film's production. After all the opposition, it was released in India in 2007. At number 8, we have PK, released in 2014. This Amir Khan starrer got into trouble right from its first screening in theatres. We all remember the social debate which followed this movie. Some scenes of the movie hurt the sentiments of several religious groups. It showcased some of their customs as superstitions, and it really raged people. At number 9, we have Madras Cafe, released in 2013. It was a political action thriller directed by Shujit Sarkar, starring John Abraham and Narges Fakhri. This movie revolved around the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi and the Indian intervention in the Sri Lankan Civil War. The film's alleged negative depiction of the rebels in the Sri Lankan Civil War raised concerns. Several Tamil groups who demanded a ban on this movie, but the Madurai bench of Madras High Court dismissed the petition throughout. At number 10, we have My Name is Khan, released in 2010. This was directed by Karan Johar and garnered a lot of accolades for SRK's performance. But Shah Rukh, around the release of this movie, said that he would want Pakistani players to participate in the IPL. It did not go well with the sentiments of Shiv Sena, who threatened SRK with stalling the release of this movie. Second controversy related to this movie is about the time SRK was frisked at the New York airport when he went to the US to promote this film. SRK was quoted as saying, "I did feel bad for a lot of people in that room. I know because I had an escort and someone would recognize me, I will get out. Others may face more trouble. I have extra security because of my name. I can handle this. But when you have someone as respectable as an ex-president," he was here referring to late Mr. Kalam, getting frisked, "I am nobody. It is a procedure that needs to be followed, but it is an unfortunate procedure." At number 11, we have Sins, released in 2005. Shiny Ahuja starrer movie Sins is based on true events where a Catholic priest is romantically involved with a young woman. Director Vinod Pandey read the story in 1988 about a Kerala priest sentenced to death on sexual harassment and murder charges. The sensitive nature of the movie led to zero promotion by TV channels, and it was a flop. At number 12, we have Fana, released in 2006. Directed by Kunal Kohli and starring Amir Khan and Kajol, Fana was an instant hit, but around the release of this movie, Amir Khan raised his voice against raising the height of Narmada Dam. The then ruling party in Gujarat, BJP, consequently banned not only this movie in Gujarat, but also products endorsed by this actor. Speaking of mind can backfire in India, and things have not changed at all even after these many years. At number 13, we have Oh My God, released in 2012. The movie garnered attention for the honest portrayal of religious situations in India, but it also had a lot of controversies around it. There was a complaint against the actors of this movie for hurting sentiments of Hindus. The movie was also banned in UAE, starring Akshay Kumar and Paresh Rawal. It was a hit even though, but it was full of controversies. At number 14, we have Rockstar, released in 2011. Directed by Imtiaz Ali, starring Ranbir Kapoor and Nargis Fakhri, was such a gem. The song Sada Haq from Rockstar faced the wrath of censor board because it featured a flag with Free Tibet written over it. Eventually, the flags were blurred because it sent a strong political message. Protest by students of Free Tibet was also staged against the censor board. Everything said and done, this remains my all-time favorite of Ranbir Kapoor. At number 15, we have Arakshan, released in 2011. This film touched the sensitive nerves of some people when it portrayed the caste-based reservation system in India. As a result, the movie was banned in Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and Andhra Pradesh before its release. The ban from Uttar Pradesh was later lifted by the Supreme Court. The movie had a great ensemble cast, but didn't much hit the audience and was an average score. Moving ahead, at number 16, we have Rang De Basanti, released in 2006. A coming-of-age movie by Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra. This remained the talk of the town for a very long time. A scene from the movie had Amir Khan on a horse. Menaka Gandhi objected to this because no permission to use animals in this movie were taken. The scenes had to be cut from the movie, but it did create a controversy around this movie. Horses or no horses, we absolutely love this movie. Moving ahead, at number 17, we have Parzania, released in 2007. Parzania was directed by Rahul Dholakia and starred Naziruddin Shah and Sarika in lead roles. This movie, based around the worst communal riots of India, was not shown in Gujarat, which was the center of the riots. After an initiative by Anhad, a civil rights group, the movie was shown in some parts of Gujarat. The topic of the movie was so sensitive that it remained under the controversy throughout. In my opinion, it was a really hard-hitting movie and a must-watch for all cinephiles. Moving ahead, at number 18, we have Lamha, again directed by Rahul Dholakia. Lamha talks about an Indian Army officer sent undercover to find the culprit behind extremist attacks in Kashmir. This movie highlights the various issues that Kashmir faced over the years and was banned in Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, UAE and Oman. It was termed as highly controversial and objectionable by the UAE censorship board. At number 19, we have Goliyon Ki Ras Leela, Ram Leela, released in 2013. People in India are too touchy. Someone got offended with the title of this movie. It apparently hurt the sentiments of Hindus because the name was based on a Hindu mythology. There was an FIR filed against Sanjay Leela Bhansali, Deepika Padukone and Ranveer Singh for the same. At number 20, we have Barfi, released in 2012. It was directed by Anurag Basu and stars Ranbir Kapoor, Priyanka Chopra and Ileana D'Cruz in the lead roles. Barfi created a controversy because it had several scenes copied from Charlie Chaplin's films. What meant to be the tribute seemed like a true copy of scenes from not only Charlie Chaplin but also The Notebook. At number 21, we have Firak, released in 2018. It was a political thriller film set 1 month after the 2002 violence in Gujarat, India, and looked at the aftermath and its effects on the lives of everyday people. It claimed to be based on 1,000 true stories. This movie was directed by Nandita Das. Even though the movie got a lot of international awards, it made into the news because it was banned in Gujarat. At number 22, we have Haider, released in 2014. Haider is one of the best performances of both Shahid Kapoor and late Irfan. Haider was directed by Vishal Bhardwaj. The movie faced backlash because of the portrayal of the Indian Army in the movie. It also received negative reviews from some chunks of the audience who called for a boycott of this movie. At number 23, we have Jodha Akbar. Starring Hrithik Roshan and Aishwarya Rai, Jodha Akbar was directed by Ashutosh Gowarikar. The portrayal of ethnic Rajput people in the movie was criticized by members of the Rajput community as misleading, politically motivated historical revisionism that minimized Rajput history. The community's protest against the film in some states led to the film being banned in the states of Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Haryana and Uttarakhand. However, the producer went to the Supreme Court to challenge it. Later, the Supreme Court of India lifted the ban on screening the film in Uttar Pradesh and some towns of Uttarakhand and Haryana. The court scrapped the UP government's ban as well as the similar orders by authorities in Dehradun and Ambala, Sonipat and Rewari in Haryana. And it was a wonderful movie indeed. At number 24, we have Padmavat, released in 2017. The controversies surrounding this film are still talked about. One of the biggest period films in Deepika Padukone's career graph. The film was initially titled Padmavati. Sentiments of certain religious communities in Rajasthan were hurt and they were against the portrayal of history being depicted in the trailer of the Sanjay Leela Bhansali directorial. There was a bounty put on the lead actress as well as the director. Death threats were passed and it was all fueled by the preassumption of apparent tarnishing of history. And they were absolutely wrong in this. At number 25 and last we have Amu, released in 2005. Directed by Shonali Ghosh, starred Konkana Sen Sharma and Brinda Karat. What happens when you start questioning everything about your existence? Amu is a story about 1984 riots in India where thousands of Sikhs were massacred. People were so against the film that the censor board in India took ample of time reviewing it and it was also not approved to be telecasted on the television. That's the end of the video guys. Thank you and goodbye.